Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at your future spouse's physical appearance. What does your future spouse look like? Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. Especially when we do readings like this, there are so many of you watching, so take readings like this with a grain of salt. They're for entertainment purposes, okay? So before we get into your pile selection, I'd just like to thank and give a quick word to my sponsorship, Keen. I started to feel like me and my partner have gotten a bit disconnected in our relationship, so when the Keen sponsorship came along, I thought it would be a good time to get a reading from one of their tarot readers. I asked about the future with my partner, and she predicted that our relationship would deepen through the upcoming months, and while receiving the reading, I couldn't see how, but when time came to pass, I could start to see what she said about our relationship was true. Last year, we dedicated a lot of energy into our careers, so we barely had any time to spend together as we were busy most hours of the day. So we planned ahead to take a break. It allowed us to spend more time and to be in each other's presence. We got to connect and get closer to each other again, just like the reader predicted. Ever since her prediction came true, I realized we need to make quality time a priority. And since then, our connection and bond has only gotten stronger and grown. We found our way back to each other and strengthened our connection again, so what she said definitely resonated with what happened. The love reading I got was very beautiful and sweet, and every detail mentioned was accurate and actually made sense. So I'm grateful for Keen for providing such good readings and gifted psychics, and would definitely recommend their readers to anyone. So if you would like to know more about your life or anything in general, Keen connects you with talented psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers like myself, who are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you can always get a reading whenever it suits you. All you have to do is create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. These readers all have their own unique specialties and gifts, so whether it be about your love life or what to do next in your career or just life in general, they are able to provide a deeper understanding of your situation and how to navigate it from there. You can choose whichever reader best suits your needs, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. It's always best to get a personal psychic reading if you'd like more accurate information on your situation, because it is directed only to your energies. Now here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 5 minutes for only $1. Go to trykeen.com/psychicsciencetarot or click the link in my description box to receive a discount on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this partnership opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychicsciencetarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your reading. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. But of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, you're more than welcome to choose more than one. But I would actually suggest against choosing too many, because then there's too many details and it gets confusing where you're like, who's actually my future spouse? So let's say if you're drawn to 2, then I think that's okay. So once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this Goldstone crystal in the 7 of Pentacles, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at your future spouse's physical appearance. What does your future spouse look like? Please be aware that this is a general reading with so many of you watching, so take readings like this with a grain of salt, unless it were a personal reading, okay? We're mostly going to be focusing on the physical appearance, but if you would like me to do a video on their personality, let me know down in the comments. Also, I am going to link the previous future spouse videos I did a while ago in the description box below if you'd like more, if you want to get more details on your future spouse, okay? So with your card you chose, let's see. I'm getting a strong Leo energy from your person, but we'll get more signs. I know 7 of Pentacles is not Leo, but This woman here on this card looks very glamorous, right? And the crystal you chose also has this type of glamour to it with all the shininess here. So even if they're not a Leo, they could be that type of person that loves to get dressed up, that, doesn't leave the house without looking good. I'm getting that this person really respects themselves and carries themselves with elegance, okay? And it's not that they leave the house with a full face of makeup every day for those that are attracted to women, but it's more so this feeling of I look good, then I feel good, and I want to go outside the house and look good because I respect myself, because it shows I put time and effort into the way that I look. So even if they're not somebody that wears a lot of makeup, they could just put a lot of time and effort into looking the part when they leave the house. I feel they're very elegant and stylish with their personal style, and they have a romantic sort of essence to them. A lot of people could have described them as quite posh and perfect in some way, quite elegant in some way, but this person may have not felt perfect all their life, because I felt a sacral chakra plane. And the sacral chakra deals with our confidence, the way we view ourselves and our body. And so I feel like this person has had some insecurities over their life, even though on the outside they're a very conventionally attractive person and people have always told them they look perfect and there's nothing they need to change. They have felt insecure at times. And so I think in some way this person is learning to love themselves as they are, as who they are completely in terms of their physical appearance, and accept themselves as they are. I think over the years, if they are a woman or if they do wear makeup, they could have gotten a lot more comfortable with their face, with their natural features. And in a way, it feels more balanced, either when you meet them or in the future. It's going to feel more balanced where, okay, if I want to wear full face of makeup like in their energy, then I'm going to do that, but I'm also not going to feel ugly if I don't do that. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but I'm just being honest with what I see here, because I think I empathize with your future spouse, because I felt this way too. And I'm kind of feeling from this person's energy, they're very beautiful and inside and out, and they're going to learn to love themselves over the years as time goes by. And I also feel like, when you give them compliments as a lover, they're going to feel beautiful. So with this card, her hair looks very glamorous. She looks very glamorous. She looks perfect almost in a way. So I'm getting that from your future spouse. Your future spouse is very, very, very attractive. And you may look at them at first and be like, they're so attractive. Would they even like me? Am I out of their league? Like, how is it that they're so attractive but they don't have anyone? Or do they have a bunch of people trying to get with them? And what I actually feel from your future spouse is they are, very physically attractive, conventionally attractive in some way, but they've often felt like people only look to them or desire them because of their looks. So an advice I would give for, you meeting this person is to compliment them, to say that they're beautiful, but also don't make them feel as though the looks are all that matters, because I think they're actually looking for somebody that values their personality and who they are as a person rather than just their physical appearance, because they know they're beautiful. They know they're attractive. But the problem is when people only try to get with them because of that attractiveness. And so, yes, people may chase after them, but they only want a person that's going to be more of a long-term connection, someone that's going to really value them. So now let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. In the last month, only 41% of my viewers have subscribed to my channel. So if you enjoy my videos so far and would like to stay up to date with what I post daily, hit the subscribe button to not miss out. Thank you to all my subscribers that have been supporting me since the beginning. Your support means the world to me. My goal is to reach 100k subscribers by the end of the year, and I can't do it without you. I will also be picking one random subscriber a week to give a free 30-minute reading to, so leave any comments on any of the videos of the week to enter. I also just want to say that I am doing personal readings in April, so if you'd like to book a reading with me for April, you can email me by finding my email in the description box below. So I'm getting with your person. They're very elegant. They may dress in more of an elegant way. They have a very good fashion style. They have a certain type of sensuality with them with this card coming out. And they are very sexy, but they may have dressed more modestly over the years to prevent themselves from getting too much attention. You know what the story feels like? It feels like somebody that's highly attractive, highly sexy, but people have only wanted them because of their looks or wanted them with some kind of ulterior motive, wanted nothing serious with them. And this person has often felt in their life like, you know, I'm beautiful. I thought being beautiful would attract a lover or partner to me. But why is it that only people want me because of my looks, or people only want some kind of sensuality from me, but they don't want to commit to me? And then it feels very confusing for this person as I read into the energy. And by the time you get to meet them, I actually feel them dressing more modestly, dressing more elegantly, being a lot more discerning of who they let into their life, because they don't want something casual. They don't want somebody to just like them because of their sexiness. You get what I mean? So they are very sexy in physical appearance, but they don't try to be. And they could have very high contrast features, like really, really, really dark hair, dark brown hair, or black hair, or there could be some kind of contrast with their skin color to their hair color and eyebrows. I mostly feel dark-haired people in this pile. And dark eyes. This person could also be very good at doing their makeup to accentuate their look. Too many cards, Spirit. I'm going to take that Two of Pentacles. Okay, we have the World. Even look at her. She looks very beautiful. I feel like this person loves to express themselves with makeup, loves to get dressed up in certain ways. They're not somebody that has like a boring appearance. They're not your girl next door or boy next door. They're not just average, your future spouse. So I'd say you're very lucky because you get the best of both worlds, because they also have a beautiful heart. And they're seen as somebody very positive to others. I'm hearing they're seen as somebody that has a very beautiful heart. And when you meet them, you'll see that they're actually a very peaceful soul. You'd expect someone this conventionally attractive to be superficial, but you'll see that they're actually a very peaceful soul with good morals, and they have a very good heart, okay? And they want a love that grows. So with the World here, they could have had a lot of achievements within their life, as well as a lot of endings within their connections where they've often felt confused because they've tried and tried and tried and nothing has stuck. But I think those connections weren't meant to be, because obviously they're meant to meet you. So I feel this person going through a big journey of transformation in the self-love journey in this lifetime, and gaining a lot of achievements within this lifetime. So they could have like very good makeup skills where their makeup always looks on point. Their hair could be a lot longer for the women. For those that are attracted to women, their hair could be a lot longer. But if they do cut their hair short, it still looks very glamorous, healthy, and shiny. They could have very thick hair as well. is what I'm getting here. And they could try to not dye their hair a lot to keep the thickness and healthiness of their hair. I'm seeing somebody put oils in their hair and take care of their hair, take care of their skin. It's like their skin is very clear and soft even when they're not wearing makeup. That's what I'm getting from this image. And they could love to wear like long eyelashes or eyelash extensions. For some of you, they could have freckles, or dimples or beauty marks. Something about that is coming through. Okay, I see this person looking in the mirror and feeling a little bit insecure about their body, feeling a little bit like perfectionistic at some point in their life. But like I said, they're going to gain more self-love. Let's see the rest of your cards. We have the Eight of Pentacles with Chiron, the Two of Pentacles with Oceanus. Okay, Chiron is the wounded healer, right? So they're healing wounds to do with the self in this lifetime. I wouldn't be surprised if they have Pluto in the first house, or if they have like Saturn in the first house, or something in the first house that is showing some kind of healing or an aspect to the first house with Chiron. Or maybe they even have Chiron in the first house. Okay, let's get one more card. Then we have the Devil. So this is clearly a very physically attractive person, where they're even seen as very, very sexy. Yeah, that's how they're seen, like very, very sexy. Even as you two grow older, like this person is just going to be very sexy to you. And I'm telling you right now, like your life with this person, you're going to feel lucky because, like I said earlier, they're not only physically attractive, but they also have a beautiful heart and nature to them. So if I need to pull more cards as I go along, I will do so. But let me analyze these ones first. So I mentioned Leo energy earlier. They could also be a fixed sign. So the fixed signs I see here are Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. I definitely also see Capricorn energy and Earth sign energy here. So Virgo and Taurus again. And then, yeah, that's all I'm seeing here in terms of signs. But again, take it with a grain of salt. This is a general reading. If you are attracted to men, they could have a very prominent beard. They could also have that dark hair, but like in the man's form. Like they could be very sexy and very attractive in the man's form, have a very good looking body. That's the kind of energy I feel here. And with the Devil, this is like intense seduction. Even the way she's holding her neck and like her kind of posture looks very seductive. And I keep seeing a snake here in the shadows. So there's like a temptation kind of feeling to the way they look. Even as you both grow older, I'm getting that you're both going to be seen as that couple that is really sexy, that power couple. Because I'm seeing you two, like, as you grow older, in your old age, you're going to be working out together, gymming together, eating healthy together, reaching your goals together. Something about that is definitely coming through strongly because I feel this is a very goal-orientated person. They have a good-looking body. So if they're a man, they could have like a very fit and toned body and really take care of their health. If they're a woman, they could just have, I'm seeing like a very curvy body, or I'm seeing a body that is a little bit more slim but has curves to it. But something about their body just looks good. So for the women, like for those that are attracted to women, I feel like this woman's body is very sexy, where she's now tried to hide her body a little bit and dress more modestly, as I said before. There's something about this person's eyebrows looking very good. I feel they have very dark eyebrows and very dark hair. I'm getting that they have a very symmetrical face. For some of you, this person could be quite tall. Because I heard tall, dark, and handsome. If you're asking about a man, but even if you're asking about a woman, she could be a little bit tall, like almost giving off model-like beauty or celebrity-like beauty. Like she's just so beautiful that you're thinking like, how is this person not a celebrity? Or you could even see her like doing Instagram. like being an Instagram influencer by how beautiful she is. I feel like out of all piles, this is the most conventionally attractive pile. The most drop dead gorgeous or drop dead handsome pile. Okay, and with the Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, it's like this person puts in a lot of effort towards their physical appearance, towards looking good, feeling good, things like that. That's what I see here. But they may have not always felt the best about their appearance with the Four of Cups. And yeah, let's get some more cards. So 3 last cards, Spirit, for their future spouse's physical appearance. We have the Chariot. So for others of you that are watching, they could also have very light hair, like light brown hair. Then we have the Five of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Okay. As well as the Three of Cups. So we have the Three of Swords at the back of the deck. I'm getting that this person takes their fitness and health very seriously. They take care of themselves, their body, their skin, and that shows a lot of self-respect and self-love. But it may have also come from a place of not feeling the best about ourselves with the Three of Swords. For some of you, I sense that this person, I don't want to say this word, but I'm hearing it. I don't want to sound mean, but I'm hearing it. So I'm hearing this person could have viewed themselves as an ugly duckling when they were younger. They could have had like a very big glow up or major glow up in their life where before maybe they were very much like bullied or criticized for the way they looked with the Five of Wands. And maybe as they grew older, they started to think about what they wanted to look like with the Nine of Cups and become that. Work on themselves so that they can become that. So for example, I'm seeing someone that was, you know, maybe a little bit overweight as a kid and, you know, people bullied them, other kids bullied them, or their family criticized them, and they got really insecure about that and really started to dislike themselves and be in war with themselves with the Five of Wands. And from that heartbreak and pain, it pushed them to glow up and to like work out. Or this could have been like somebody that just wasn't that good looking when they were a kid, or they just perceived themselves to not look good as a kid. And then as they grew older, maybe they grew into their skin more and became a lot more attractive naturally. Or this could even be something where they, for example, for the women watching, like let's say they had nice features, but they maybe didn't know how to do their makeup well, or to dress the part, or to make themselves look good with their hair and their makeup and how it frames their face and things like that. And maybe they did little things like learning how to do their makeup, learning how to do their hair and style it nicely so that it looks good on them, learning what looks good on them, what doesn't, so that they can reach their desired attractiveness. But then they realize how people treat them differently when they are attractive to what it was before, but the grass isn't always greener on the other side. So I think this person's gone through a lot of ups and downs within their self-worth journey, but I think they're coming to a place they wish for with the Nine of Cups. I think they're leveling up a lot and starting to become friends with themselves and love themselves more. That's what I see here. So I'm also seeing the opposite of really short women. So I'm going to take a look at all these cards. So in this card, she has more of like softer features with elongated eyes, like elongated mouth, very beautiful features. Then I can't really see her face properly, but her eyebrows also look really good, and her eyelashes and makeup, and her nose and eyes and mouth. So this person could have very prominent facial features that stand out. Even this woman here, she has a very beautiful face. I don't know how to quite describe their beauty, but you can look at it and maybe see what you're thinking from that. Then there's also, for those asking about men that have more like bushy eyebrows, but they look good. They look shaped in some way. So more thicker eyebrows that look good and shaped. There could also be like very light brown hair, moussey brown hair. I guess that could be women or men. But for those watching about women, I see more darker hair, dark brown hair. And then they could also have a prominent type of nose. I'm not seeing a specific type of nose, but a prominent type of nose. Features that stand out on their face. And for some of you, they could have more of like this dreamy, angelic, sleepy, softer look. So some of you, they have more of this like intense look that just, like when you look at it, their face stands out in some way. Or they could have more like softer features that are a little bit more dreamy and angelic and ethereal, like sleepy eyes or doe eyes or something along those lines. And yeah, it's just very conventionally attractive. Like they may actually have a lot of people jealous of them with the Five of Wands, and they wish to be like them. But with the Three of Cups, it's sometimes hard for them to find true, genuine friends that are with them for the long run as well. So I think this person is learning a lot of lessons in this lifetime to do with beauty and what that comes with. To learn to be so confident in themselves that nobody can break them or break down their confidence. So I think this is all I have for you, pile number 1. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 2s. If you chose this black tourmaline crystal and the Fool card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at your future spouse's physical appearance. What do they look like? So please be aware that this is a general reading, so take readings like this with a grain of salt because it's not a personal reading. But speaking of personal readings, if you'd like to pre-book with me for April, you are more than welcome to email me with the email in the description box below. Also, before I get started, I just want to say this reading is more so focused on the physical appearance of your future spouse. Some personality details may come through, but it's more so focused on the appearance. So if you would like me to do a reading on your future spouse's personality traits, let me know down in the comments below. And I'm also going to link below other future spouse readings I've done in the past so that you can also watch them if you're interested. So with this Fool card, okay, I'm getting for this pile, they could have a very unique type of look to them that not many people have. I'm getting mixed race because I heard mixed, or I don't know if it's offensive to say the word exotic, but like it feels like you can't quite tell which country they're from or what kind of ancestors they have in their genes. It feels like they're sort of a mix of two things, or it feels like they don't look like everybody else. They have like a unique type of appearance, facial structure, facial features or appearance in some way where they're not every other face you've seen before. They also have a very unique personality to them. And I feel they have this very carefree look to their face. They could often be smiling or be that type of person that's very like carefree, likes to joke around, likes to be playful and carefree where they don't take life too seriously. They could also be very bold with their physical appearance where they take certain risks and they're not like scared to take a risk or to take a bold step when it comes to the way they express themselves in their appearance. So they could be very creative with the way that they dress, or, I'm even seeing for those that are attracted to women, she could get like different colored wigs and go outside and dress like that, or dress in different aesthetics that not many people see, or dress in a very creative, bold way for those watching about men and women, where like you don't see many people dressing like them, and they're very experimental and bold where they stand out in that way. Okay, there's also something here about taking bold risks, like how I said for those watching about women. Let's say she dyes her hair a different color all the time, or that kind of energy is what I see here. Or even if even if you're asking about a man, if you're attracted to men, it could be the same, like he dyes his hair a lot, or he just gets dressed up in very creative ways that you wouldn't expect. I feel this person's very attractive but unique in some way. They could also look very good in green or black or darker colors. They could have more of like that type of features to their face where they look very good in dark clothes and even like earth tone clothes. So let's get the rest of your cards. So in the last month, only 41% of my viewers have subscribed to my channel. So if you enjoy my videos so far and would like to stay up to date with what I post daily, hit the subscribe button to not miss out. Thank you to all my subscribers that have been supporting me since the beginning. Your support means the world to me. My goal is to reach 100k subscribers by the end of the year, and I can't do it without you. I will also be picking one random subscriber a week to give a free 30-minute reading to, so leave any comment on any of the videos of the week to enter. So Spirit Guides of pile number 2s. Spirit Guides of pile number 2s. Their future spouse's physical appearance, please. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Their future spouse's physical appearance, please. The Seven of Swords. The Eight of Cups. The Page of Swords. The Three of Wands. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, interesting. So these 3 cards are also coming out. I'll look at them in a minute. We do have the Emperor at the back of the deck. Okay, let's just analyze these cards. Let's see what I'm getting here. So I keep seeing signs and synchronicities during your reading. You may see a lot of angel numbers before you get to see them. Butterflies are significant too. And I actually feel like you and your future spouse are going to grow old together. I feel like you and your future spouse are going to be that couple that are like growing old together until the end of your life. That's what I'm basically trying to say. Because I'm feeling with them, they're very protective of themselves when it comes to dating. I feel like this person, like pile number 1, is very sexy, but there's differences to pile 1. Because number 1 was like, they're so sexy that they're always getting offers. Like, do you see this man always getting offers? So the Ace of Wands popped out. So this person's very sexy in their physical appearance. But I feel like they're very discerning of who they let into their life. They could actually know that they're attractive and that a lot of people are attracted to them and try to, get their attention and things like that. But with the Seven of Swords opposite the Eight of Cups, a specific detail I can give you about your person, your future spouse, is that they've been betrayed in the past by someone close to them in love in one of their previous connections. And so they're very discerning of who they let into their life when, at least before the time you meet them. They're going to be very discerning, protecting themselves, protecting their energy, because I was very drawn to using black tourmaline for this pile. And I actually feel a lot of dark hair in this pile. So dark brown hair, black hair, or like just brown hair in general is what I'm seeing the most. Maybe even golden brown hair, but more of the darker side. But for those of you that are asking where you're more mature, like for example, for those watching where you're in your 40s plus, this person could have gray hair. Okay, so I feel here this person is very confident in themselves with the lions here. They're very, very, very confident in themselves, and they carry themselves like they know they're confident. They have a certain type of sexiness to them. So when you meet them, you're going to feel very lucky that they even gave you the time of day because, like I said, this person's very much like they know they're attractive, so they know they get a lot of offers, but those offers may not always be the greatest, with the greatest intentions. And I feel like this person could either already be very successful in their careers with the Nine of Pentacles, or they could become successful by the time they meet you or after they meet you. So for them, if they are already successful, they have to be very careful of the offers they get in love, because some people may just want to use them or have ulterior motives towards them with the Seven of Swords. If this person's not there yet, they will get there in the future, because I feel they're a very goal-orientated person and they want to create success in their lives and leave a legacy for themselves with whatever they're passionate about. They have a skill when it comes to making money and maintaining that money. I feel a specific message coming through. In past lives, they may have lived as royalty in a way. So when it comes to their human lives, they like to have that luxury. So I am feeling prominent Taurus energy within this pile, or second house placements. But I also feel quite strong Sagittarius or Aries energy, or fire sign energy. So there's also Leo showing up, but I feel more Aries and Sagittarius. And then there's also strong earth sign energy coming up. So I said Taurus, also Virgo and Capricorn. And then I also feel Gemini energy. I feel like this person is very mysterious in the way that they look. They give me that very mysterious, dark, handsome, or beautiful type of appearance. Like mysterious and sexy, where something about them just pulls you in. Like, they're that type of person when they're out in public. They look so mysterious, and they may not smile at first. They may have like a very serious look at first. But then when you actually talk to them, they're a little bit more stoic at first, a little bit more curious towards you at first in their demeanor. And something about the demeanor is sexy, like the way they just sit and stare at you and like listen to you. They have a little bit of an intensity to their look. I'm also picking up on Scorpio energy here, like an intensity to their look. They could have a Scorpio rising as well, or Virgo rising, or Taurus rising is what I feel too. And I feel like this person is giving you that type of vibe of like intense, mysterious, where it just like something about it is just sexy. I don't know how to explain it, but I hope it makes sense. They could have a very long nose, or a nose that is prominent and shows like on the side. They could have very dark eyebrows and prominent eyebrows too that look good. Either very dark skin, or if they're a lighter tone skin, it could be more medium or olive tone skin, where like even if they're more on the lighter side, they're still more medium or olive toned. Is what I feel here. They could have very plump and juicy lips. More of the medium-sized lips or bigger lips is what I feel here. For those asking about men, I feel the energy of like this man not having much facial hair, or he could have a lot of facial hair, like a very prominent beard, or none at all. So I feel like there's no in between there. And then I'm also getting hazel eyes or green eyes, or also blue eyes and very dark eyes, brown eyes. So there's variations there. And then I feel for those asking about men, there's either something about him being a little bit more slim or having more muscles to him. So again, there's like variations there and no in between. Or he could be a little bit more slim with defined muscles, but not big muscles. Or big muscles. So I guess there's like in betweens there. There's a lot of you watching, so I can't be ultra specific with everything. There's something about them where they like to touch their face with their hands, or keep their hands, like use their hands when they're talking, or something about their hands are showing through. If they're a woman, they could always have very nice manicured hands. If you're asking about a woman, she could have very long hair like this. She could have very long hair. She could like to keep her nails manicured and her hands looking good at all times. She could have more of that mysterious type of look to her and dress in more of this kind of like mature way. So I feel like she's not really showing too much skin to not get too much attraction, because she's very sexy and she knows it, and she wants to be seen in a way that's respected. So she dresses in more of like this mature, elegant way. And even if she's a lot younger, even if you're watching at a lot younger age, there's something about this woman still dressing in a very chic, stylish way, but trying to seem a lot more mature with the way she carries herself and the way that she looks, if that makes sense. I definitely see hazel eyes quite strongly within this pile, or I'm seeing eyes that change color. Okay, for those watching about men, I'm hearing pretty boy. So this is a man that looks a little bit pretty, if that makes sense. Or like I'm feeling a man with more feminine features that has like a prettiness to his face, a conventionally attractive look to his face, or a man that's just like very masculine looking. So there are variations there. And then for the women, for those watching about women, I feel like she has more sharp defining features to her cheekbones, like more sharper cheekbones, or like an oval shaped face or something like that. I feel more of that energy here in this pile. More almond eyes or elongated eyes. This is not a pile of big eyes for the women, for those watching about women. She could like to wear eyeliner a lot, or wear like more neutral shades of eyeliner to her eyes. I don't feel she's a woman that wants too much attention on her. So even if she dresses in quite a stylish or chic way, she likes to look a little bit more natural. Even if she's wearing makeup, but like have more natural toned colors. She could like to wear more earth toned clothes, is what I'm feeling here, or like black colors or neutrals, something like that's coming through. She could have more of that quote unquote clean girl aesthetic, is what I feel here. Then we have the Ace of Cups. If you hear noises, there's somebody like doing something next door, building. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but yeah. We have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, there's strong earth sign energy in this pile. And Ace of Wands. Yeah, and fire sign energy too, as well as Scorpio. Okay. For those watching about men, he could either have like softer cheeks that are more cute, but still have a defined jaw or something like that, or you could have a very strong jawline and like prominent cheekbones. So I guess it just depends. I feel like this person is desired by many, but only wants the one. So they'd be that type of person that looks so attractive and so hot that when you'd see them out in public, you'd be like, oh my gosh, they're so hot. Like, that you would even be too shy to go up to them and talk to them. And I feel like when you... Okay, for those asking about men, it's like I see you being at a place, right? Seeing them, being like, oh my gosh, they're so attractive, either to the people around you or in your own head if you're at that place alone. I see more so a physical meeting. And then I see him like looking at you and seeing you look at him. And then you look away and decide to not go up to him and talk to him. But then either a few moments later or a few minutes later, he goes up to you and tries to speak to you. So I see something like that. And for those watching about women, I see a situation where like she looks at you first and then the man goes up to her and talks to her. And for those asking about LGBTQ plus connections, I guess then just take it as it resonates. One of you is going to go up to the other. But for the straight relationships, I feel like the man's going to interact with the woman first, if that makes sense. Also, I'm getting they could, for some of you, like be very strong and take good care of their fitness and things like that for those asking about men. And for those asking about women, I see her also spending a lot of time in the gym, taking care of her body in some way. So having like more of an athletic build to her body, or more of a slim build to her body where I see her like doing yoga or Pilates or something like that. I see women that wear a lot of heels. Men that could look a little bit more sophisticated, do something specific for his work where he makes a lot of money and like wear suits or something like that, or women that dress like more stylish, more elegant. I'm seeing also women that dress more artistic, that are a little bit more free with the way they dress, more bold, more fashionable. So I guess there's variations here. And very intense looking eyes that like are a little bit seductive and flirty, but intense, like they're gazing into your soul. That's why I say I feel Scorpio energy or Scorpio rising energy. So this is what I have for you, pile number 2s. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this honey calcite crystal in the Hermit card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at your future spouse's physical appearance. What does your future spouse look like? Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest, and take everything said with a grain of salt, because this is a general reading with so many of you watching. Unless it was a personal reading, which, speaking of personal readings, I am going to have some in April available, so if you'd like to pre-book with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. Also, I just want to say that this reading is more so going to be focused on the physical appearance, but if some personality traits do come through, I will mention them. But if you want me to do a reading on the personality traits alone, let me know down in the comments. I do have some older videos I did of future spouse, so I'll also link them in the description box below if you watch this reading and you want some more information on your future spouse, okay? So with this Hermit card, I was seeing somebody that's a little bit more reserved, shy, very chilled in their demeanor when you meet them. You're gonna notice they're very chilled and laid back. They may be like a little bit quiet, reserved, shy at first. Like, I feel like they're gonna have a very beautiful smile or a very handsome smile. Because, like, I'm seeing them clairvoyantly when they're nervous. They may smile or laugh, like, with you. And they may kind of like feel nervous to talk to you at first because they're going to find you either so beautiful or so handsome or so attractive. For those asking about men, I see a man that has a lighter skin complexion. So no matter what like race, it's still lighter skin complexion. I see a man that has like more of a moussey brown hair or Well, we'll get more cards as we get along, but from this card, I see that. I see a longer nose or more prominent nose and more of like medium shaped or big lips and more of like a square jaw. And something about him having cute eyes that have like a sparkle in them, and something about his eyes and smile are cute. He has like a mixture of feminine and masculine features on his face. And again, I feel like that shy, reserved energy, like very cute type of face and personality you're gonna see in him. I also see him being very clean, neat, tidy, put together. There's Virgo energy coming through from the Hermit. Even if they're not a Virgo, they pay attention to detail when it comes to their outfits, when it comes to the way that they look. There may be that type of man that spends a lot of time in the mirror fixing his hair or just pays a lot of attention to the detail of his outfits. Always make sure his nails are clean, that he's clean, tidy. He may even smell really good with his cologne or the kind of soap he uses. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. So as time goes by, he's going to learn what looks good on him, what doesn't, what he likes, what he doesn't. And I feel, okay, let me look at the woman version of this. So if it's a woman, she could also have like that clean girl aesthetic, or she could be spending a lot of hours doing skincare, because I'm seeing like clairvoyantly a bunch of skincare bottles or products that she always makes time to do her skincare or do her hair. You know, she may be a little bit minimalistic when it comes to the way that she dresses or her hair and things like that, but accessorize more with jewelry and things like that. And she may not dress like so extravagantly, but she looks neat, clean, and tidy all the time and put together all the time. And she also pays attention to detail to her looks. From head to toe, she looks good always. It's like even when she's just chilling at home, she's still gonna look good and clean and tidy. And I feel like she pays attention to the way that she looks in that way, where even like her home is going to be clean and tidy and like organized. I feel that type of energy with this Virgo energy of the Hermit. And I feel also that shy, reserved energy, cute face, more of the lighter skin tone, no matter the race or anything. It just feels more of a lighter skin tone or more of a lighter colored hair. And I feel over time they're going to be less reserved and shy and a little bit more outgoing and bubbling over time. They may actually open up to you later on in their life or later on in your connection, that they're somebody that has a little bit of social anxiety, but they may not appear so at first. And I feel like your connection's going to progress and grow where you get to know each other deeper. But I feel like in the beginning conversations, they may be more of that listener, that one that listens, nods their head, says something in return, and then lets you kind of speak. So they have a little bit of mystery to them, but more of in that Virgo way. But I also see Gemini energy here because I heard Gemini now. But we'll get more cards as well. So in the last month, only 41% of my viewers have subscribed to my channel. So if you enjoy my videos so far and would like to stay up to date with what I post daily, hit the subscribe button to not miss out. Thank you to all my subscribers that have been supporting me since the beginning. Your support means the world to me. My goal is to reach 100k subscribers by the end of the year, and I can't do it without you. I will also be picking one random subscriber a week to give a free 30-minute reading too. So leave any comments on any of the videos of the week to enter. Okay. Yeah, like if you're asking about a woman, I see a woman that likes to wear lip gloss or Vaseline or some kind of lip balm and have more of a natural looking face, because pile 1 was more of that glamorous look of a woman. This pile is more like she doesn't like the textures of how makeup feels on her face. So even if she does wear makeup, it's more minimal. more like the type of makeup that's going to accentuate her natural features. So I feel that, like, I feel a woman that doesn't like textures on her skin or from her clothes that are too much in some way. I'm also seeing a woman with like a short hair bob clairvoyantly. I'm getting a lot of clairvoyant messages for your pile. This may be that type of person that is very creative or has a big imagination in some way, because a lot of clairvoyant messages are coming through. But then I'm also seeing a woman like with quite long hair and likes to tie her hair up, you know, during the day when she's busy, or keep it in a messy bun. But then like spends a lot of time brushing her hair and grooming herself and doing skincare and things like that. So I see that. Ace of Wands, the Page of Swords. This person's very sexy, but in that more mysterious, reserved, cute way. Something about their cuteness is sexy. Something about the way they take care of themselves and their body. And I don't know if this person is very fitness focused. I don't know. I don't think so. But it's more so the way they're taking care of themselves and always making sure they look put together. Something about that is sexy. And then they do have that sort of mysterious look to their face, but it's kind of like more reserved. It's more of like that Virgo mystery than the Scorpio mystery, if you get what I mean. I hope that makes sense. Okay, then we have Ace of Swords. But I guess there could also be some Scorpio energy too. Okay, but then we have sorry, not Page of Swords. 2 of Swords and 5 of Cups. Okay. I'm getting from this person, they can sometimes be their own worst enemy. They can sometimes be their own worst enemy, where they are very mean to themselves at times. I think they're trying to work on this trait of themselves currently. As they are in their energy, they're trying to work on this trait. But we do have Strength at the back of the deck, so maybe they do spend a lot of time gymming, or by the time you get to know them, they do. For those asking about men, and for those asking about women, maybe she does have a little bit more of an athletic build, or I'm seeing a little bit more of like a softer build where she has some meat to her cheeks, if you know what I mean, like the behind area, but still fit in some way. Or like she likes to do lots of squats, something like that. I'm seeing the behind area. She could have a toned behind or a big behind, but still be like either a medium shaped body or like slimmer. I'm seeing that. And I'm seeing a woman that likes to eat healthy. She doesn't really have much of a sweet tooth, to be honest. She likes to eat healthy and take care of her body. And, you know, like sometimes she does spoil herself, but she's also not somebody that has much of a sweet tooth. I don't know why that's coming through, but it is. For those asking about women, she has very nice eyebrows. She may pluck or do her eyebrows at a salon. And, like, I don't know, in all these piles, I'm seeing a lot of dark hair, or like light brown hair, blonde hair in this pile too. Blonde, like golden blonde, like the sun. A beautiful smile that is like quite sunny and cheerful. That kind of energy. But when she's sad, or when he's sad, like you can really see the sadness in their eyes. So like a very expressive face. Those asking about men, he could also have very prominent eyebrows. More of like eyebrows that have like a certain type of shape to it. It doesn't look too thin. It's more thicker eyebrows for those asking about men. It either could be shaped or could not be shaped, but it still looks good. I'm seeing more men without facial hair, but there could be some watching that have could meet a man with like more facial hair. And I still get that feeling of like him smelling really good or the woman smelling really good. I feel the personality of somebody that's very independent. Somebody that may be their own worst enemy at sometimes. Someone that may overthink a lot. They may be in their head a lot. And I feel like sometimes they have chaos in their mind, and so they try to make their physical environment very clean and organized and tidy so that their mind can reflect that. Because as we know, our environment around us is a reflection of our mind, the state of our environment. This person could have gone through a lot of disappointments in their life, a lot of hardships in their life, but they're also very emotionally strong and mentally strong and resilient. Something about their eyes are just pretty or handsome. For those asking about women, I also see a woman that likes to do like smoky eyes or dress with more of a quote unquote darker aesthetic. So I either see like that type of energy I mentioned before or that energy, like likes to wear black clothes, darker aesthetic, smoky eyes, eyeliner, things like that, or more of that natural minimalistic earth tone kind of energy, or wearing purple a lot, something like that. Very juicy lips for those asking about women. For those asking about men, I feel like he has very nice lips too. And he's very sexy, but like in that cute way. And for the women, for those asking about women too, like very sexy, but in a cute way. Something about their cuteness is sexy. And sometimes they may not even see themselves as sexy. They may look in the mirror sometimes and not feel great about themselves. But I feel like you're going to help them feel more confident in themselves by the way you genuinely speak to them. And I feel like when they're talking to you, they may sometimes be so much in their head and nervous around you that they just want you to talk about yourself so that they can listen and get to know you with the Page of Swords. They're going to be very curious about you when they meet you. I feel for those asking about men, he has such cute hair that you want to keep playing with his hair, but then he might be like, oh, don't play with my hair because you're going to mess it up. I see that energy here. A man that is very photogenic too. Like, you could even imagine him being a model. For those asking about women, I feel like either she has that type of put together look where you could think that she could model, or she has more of that darker aesthetic. I'm seeing Lana Del Rey as an example. You know how Lana Del Rey's music is like that type of energy to her. Yeah, it could also give off that model-like energy. Okay, let's see what other cards we have. We have the Ten of Cups. The Seven of Wands. Death. Four of Swords. Let's get one more card. And the Strength card. Okay. Okay, so as I mentioned these things, you know, there's variations here. Not every person that you have is going to look the same. So if I mention things like contradicted self, it could be that I'm picking up on different energies. So I'm also seeing men with like a blonde hair. Excuse my voice. They could be a man with longer hair or hair that is a little bit unkept. So this is a different energy I'm picking up on, not the same energy. But something about their long hair or like the messy, quote unquote, messy look to their hair is sexy. There's another type of man showing up here that has a very fit body, very masculine looking in some way. Like that type of man that looks like he's going to protect you. I'm even seeing clairvoyantly, like, you know, the type of man where he looks so good physically that he looks like he can carry you. I'm seeing that. When I look at this image, I keep looking at him being down on one knee. So I'm getting the image of somebody proposing to you. That's very cute. And okay, for those asking about men, I'm seeing he could do something with his eyebrows where he makes like this facial expression, or somebody that has a very expressive face. Like whenever they're talking to somebody, they can't hide what they're feeling from their expressions. Okay, and very good looking body too. Something about a beard showing up. And I feel like both of you are going to look good even as you go into old age. Because this is a type of person that wants to look good as they go old. What else? I'm seeing a woman that could be very creative with her makeup. So this is a different energy now. A woman that looks very good with her makeup looks like she likes to be a little bit more eccentric with her makeup. So there could be like Aquarius energy coming up, or Aquarius Mercury. I heard Aquarius Mercury. So it's like she's expressive of herself, but in an eccentric way. A little bit weird and quirky, but in a good way. Or I feel a woman that wears like the soft kind of look to her face, softer features to her face, long eyelashes, likes to keep her hair up in some way. Almost like a teacher look, if that makes sense. Something about glasses is showing up, and I'm seeing like that type of fashion style that is a little bit more softer and romantic and gentle. She could love animals, love pets. She could be a little bit more cute in her physical appearance. And then women that have like this type of look where she wants to wear this makeup where it looks good on her, where it's eccentric, may like to wear nude lipstick. Seeing high heels. I'm clairvoyantly seeing a woman that likes to express herself authentically with the way she dresses, is eye-catching in some way, maybe likes to wear color, or a woman that dresses in a very romantic type of way where it looks very flowy on her, the clothes, it just like falls perfectly on her figure in some way. I'm picking up on a woman that could be very poetic in some way, or artistic in some way, or a man that's very artistic in some way. So this person's very emotionally strong. They've gone through a lot of endings in their life that have disappointed them. They're also very chilled and laid back, and they make very good decisions for themselves. It may take some time for them to open up to you, because I do feel like this person may have some trust issues, but they do want some kind of serious relationship, and they are wondering when are they going to find their person. I see them wanting more of a serious connection, more of a emotional type of connection, and I see them being a very good decision maker, very responsible too, and gentle-hearted in some way, soft-hearted in some way. Even for those asking about men, like, even if you're gonna date a man or marry a man that is a little bit more tough looking, he has like a gentleness or softness inside. So this is what I have for you, pile 3. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hi, there, in pile number 4s. If you chose this pyrite crystal and the 6 of swords, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at your future spouse's physical appearance. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. And please take this reading with a grain of salt, because there are so many of you watching, and this is not a personal reading. But speaking of personal readings, if you would like to book with me for April, you can find my email address in the description box below. So one thing I'll say about this type of reading, I'm more so going to focus on the physical appearance. Some personality traits may come through, but it's more so focused on the appearance. So if you'd like me to do a reading on physical not physical appearance, personality traits, then let me know down in the comments. I'm also going to leave links to other future spouse videos I did a while ago if you'd like to watch that for more information after this one. So for your pile, I see somebody that has a very small waist. I was tasting alcohol when I started your pile, so I feel like at some point in this person's life, they're very fun, free-spirited, love to go out and drink with their friends. But then I feel like at some point in their life, as they grow, I feel like in their mid-20s to 30s, they're less in that party lifestyle and more wanting like other types of fun things. And if they do drink, it's more so at home with their friends. So in the beginning of this person's life, like in young adulthood, I see them being more so that party type of person, that free-spirited person, being somebody that dresses to impress. There's an extravagancy to this pile, okay? And I see different types of ways of dressing. I see more artistic styles of dressing, like Spirit is showing me somebody that is completely experimental with their style of dressing, where they like mix and match certain styles and they do trial and error, and it's more artistic and laid back and free-spirited in some way. I'm seeing more of a spiritual way of dressing for those asking about women, like Earth Fairy or something like that. Or I'm seeing a woman that wears more silky satin kind of touches like to her dresses and tops and things like that, or a little bit more like business casual type of dressing in a way. Or I see somebody that dresses up in a way where there's a lot of extravagancy, a lot of jewelry, or something about like shiny dresses that just impress everybody, like being the best dressed in the whole room. This person has a very good fashion style. I'll see what I get for those asking about men, but that's what I see. And then for those asking about women, I see either a very slim body with a very slim waist, or I see somebody with an hourglass figure and a slim waist. There could be blonde hair showing up in this pile and a dark toned skin. There's some kind of contrast between the hair and skin, where the hair could be lighter or a similar shade to the skin. So I guess it just depends on the person, but like I think if I had to describe myself, I'd probably be like part of that look where you have that low contrast skin, because I have like hair that's almost the same color as my skin, a little bit lighter. That's what I'm talking about here. Like where it's almost the same color, a little bit lighter or a little bit darker. What else am I getting? Very beautiful eyelashes. Even if they're natural, very beautiful eyelashes. Very beautiful lips. Luscious lips. This person is gorgeous. Drop dead gorgeous. Okay? So in the last month, only 41% of my viewers have subscribed to my channel. So if you enjoyed this video and would like to stay up to date with what I post daily, hit the subscribe button to not miss out. Thank you to all my subscribers that have been supporting me since the beginning. Your support means the world to me. My goal is to reach 100k subscribers by the end of the year, and I can't do it without you. I will also be picking one random subscriber a week to give a free 30-minute reading to, so leave any comments on any of the videos of the week to enter. So I'm even seeing somebody that dresses in more of a luxurious way, glamorous way. Like I'm seeing somebody that is in France. I don't know if somebody here is going to marry somebody that's from France, or likes Paris, likes France, likes to take inspiration from their style, because I'm seeing someone dressed in like a dress and like those pointed toe shoes. I don't know what they're called. And looks very elegant and stylish. Or I'm seeing more of like that luxurious type of look, where this person may go to like parties or something in their younger years and wear more like expensive dresses and things like that. So how's their future spouse going to look? Their future spouse's physical appearance for pile 4. Then we have the Knight of Swords. So for those asking about men, I see a man with very, very dark hair and light colored eyes, blue eyes or green eyes. I see a man that's very charismatic and he's very funny and charming in some way. Something about his voice is very attractive. And something about like his beard, when you kiss him, you're going to feel his stubble or his beard. I'm seeing a man that's quite tall or taller than you. Even if he's quite a short man, he's taller than you. That's what I see as a specific message for this pile. I see a man that's a lot more sexy. And he could dress in more of like that smart type of way. Because I'm actually seeing with the way he dresses, he takes a lot of time to look the part in the way that he dresses. So he's also a little bit of a fashion type of person. I'm seeing a man that like is very charismatic. His voice sounds good and he can make you laugh. That's what I'm seeing. What else? Then we have the Hierophant. So again, I'm seeing a man with like dark hair and light colored eyes. Let's see what other cards you have. The future spouse's physical appearance, please. You have so many cards coming out. Let's see. So we have the Wheel of Fortune at the back of the deck. I also see like hazel colored eyes or eyes that almost look golden in the sunlight or hair that almost looks golden or like very blonde hair or brown hair that is like a light brown or dark brown, but not too dark for the women, those asking about women, or like a golden kind of hue to her hair. I'm even seeing either like straight or wavy hair or very, very, very curly hair for those asking about women. There could also be straight hair. So we have the Two of Swords. We have Strength. We have the Four of Swords. The Six of Wands. We'll take a look at the rest of the cards just now. So I'm seeing a woman with more of a diamond-shaped face, oval-shaped face, or heart-shaped face. There's like a length to her face or like more of a heart-shaped face where her chin goes out a little bit. Even for those asking about women, I see dark hair and blue eyes or green eyes or hazel eyes. Okay. There's something about the contrast of the skin to the hair or the contrast from the eyes to the hair. Okay. So it can even be a woman with very dark hair and very light colored skin, or a man with very dark hair, very light colored skin. But in this pile, I was like more so getting blonde or light hair. So I guess it just depends. There's variations of people watching. I do feel that extravagant type of look. Even those asking about men, he could have very curly hair, as you see here. Very nice cheekbones, but they're not like sharp cheekbones. They're more so those types of cheekbones that look full. And when she smiles, it looks very good for those asking about women. Or more of like a flatter cheek where her face looks very cute. I'm picking up on cute faces, but Something about her cuteness is also glamorous. And for those asking about men, I'm seeing men with like a very strong body, very tall or muscular, handsome, like takes care of his body, has physical strength. Those asking about women, I'm seeing a woman that may like to do tennis. I'm seeing tennis clairvoyantly, may like to run, may like to, yeah, so we even have Dionysus here. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so sorry. He's a god of wine and pleasure. So like this person is very fun to be around, even if they're not much of a drinker. They could be that type of fun type of person, life of the party type of person. Very loud and expressive and carefree, but in the best possible way. Very funny, very charismatic, charming. I'm getting here that there's so much in their power that like other people get very jealous of them and try to compete with them, but they can't even try to compete. And I feel like when you see this person, you're gonna fall head over heels in love with them. Like you're gonna be like, whoa, this person's amazing. I do feel like as they grow in their life, they're gonna become a lot more mature with the Hierophants and learn a lot. And I do see them gaining a lot of success within this lifetime with the Six of Wands. So that can be before you meet them or after you meet them. But I feel like this person's personality is going to change as they grow older. So in the beginning of their life, they may be very bubbly, very carefree, expressive, love to laugh, loves to be so playful. But then later on in their life, they may become a lot more mature. They may have learned some things, become a lot more like down to earth. A lot more like stable and balanced and grounded. They're still gonna have that very bubbly personality that you will fall in love with, but I don't see them being impulsive as they grow older. I don't see them being irresponsible as they grow older or anything like that. So that's basically what I see here because they are looking at things in a different perspective. They've grown older. They're no longer like being too carefree, if that makes sense. There's a balance there, is what I'm basically trying to say. For those asking about women, I see a woman that likes to get manicures, likes to get her nails done. Even her toes, her feet look good. Like she's always getting manicures and pedicures, always going to the salon to make sure her hair looks good. Her hair is very soft and silky. And if she has curly hair, she may have like a curly girl routine where she washes her hair, puts in all these products into her hair. Like she really takes care of her hair and her skin, make sure she's moisturized and glowy. This could be a woman that has natural beauty, likes to wear makeup and get glammed up, but also doesn't need it if she doesn't wear it. She doesn't need it. For those asking about men, I definitely see more masculine looking men, more tough looking men, if that makes sense. Even if he's short, like I see him still having like a fit body in some way. And if he's a little bit more slim, he still has something about him that has like a rough kind of look, not in a bad way, but like just that masculine type of look. Like he spends a lot of time in the gym, or like I don't know how to explain it, but I hope you get what I mean. If he's not like a very masculine looking man, I see him still having a sexiness to him. Like even if he's a little bit more slim and he doesn't have like a big beard like this, or like that tough looking face or body, even if he has like more of a softer appearance to him, I see him having a strength in his mind with the Hierophant, where he's a lot more intelligent, and something about that intelligence will be sexy to you. So I guess just take it as it resonates here. For those asking about women, I'm seeing a very girly girl, And for those asking about men, I'm seeing like those two variations as I spoke about now. For some of you, this person could smoke. I just saw an image of somebody smoking, but could change that later on in their life. I feel like they're very dreamy in the way that you look, very hypnotizing. Something about the way they move is so sexy. And I feel like they're not trying to be sexy, but they just come across as very sexy and charming. And something about their smile and their laughter, like you're going to have a lot of chemistry with them. You're going to feel like they're intoxicating just being around them in some way. We have the Emperor. Then we have the Page of Cups. Then we have the Five of Swords. The Seven of Wands. Okay, so I see that this person, whoever you're gonna meet, it's like with the Wheel of Fortune at the back of the deck, you will meet them when it's the right time, in divine timing. And it's nothing where you have to force the meeting. It's like the universe is gonna make it happen because it's meant to be. The Wheel of Fortune talks about fate, destiny. So whoever you're gonna marry in this lifetime, you're fated to marry them. Okay, it's not just somebody random. It's like you chose them. Your soul chose them. And nothing's going to happen to take that away from you or to destroy that. Because this is a divine kind of connection. And when you meet them, I see them looking for more of a long-term connection. Because I feel like, they're this bubbly person and so energetic and so like chatty and laughy and charming that some people may get the wrong impression of them and think they're just here for a good time. But they're actually somebody that has more of this carefree, childlike energy to them in the way of their personality, where they're so carefree and so bubbly. But I think that they're still like this soft-hearted person inside. And I think in some points of their life, they've been betrayed by somebody they loved, either in childhood or in their love life or both. And so I think they're going to go for you and want some kind of serious romantic connection with the Ten of Cups. But they may have a little bit of a guard up at first until you treat them gently and softly, until you show them that you're trustworthy. Yeah, I feel like this person's just very, very sexy, but in that glamorous type of way. It's not like a Marilyn Monroe sex appeal. I don't know how to explain that, but I see that. It's not over the top, if that makes sense. Because I feel like even with the way this person dresses, there's like a classiness here. And I think one of the piles had that sexiness where they're just like so sexy that it's like, whoa. But for this pile, it's more so that type of energy of cuteness I see in their face. And then they have like a slight mix of sexiness. For some of you, this person could have very big or round eyes or very expressive eyes. Or smaller eyes, but something about their eyes are cute. And when you look at them, something about their eyes, even for those asking about men, something about their eyes are very dreamy. And like you can get lost in them. And they're also smelling really good. This person, they smell really good all the time. They could have a very youthful looking face. Even if they are... Even as they grow old, like they'll still have a youthful looking face where people often think they're younger than their age. I feel like this is the type of person that has balance in some way. Like they would be that type of person that would eat healthy, eat apples, eat like healthy or just, yeah, eat healthy in general. And then on the weekend, they'll treat themselves to something delicious. This may be a foodie in some way. This may be somebody that has a strong sacral chakra energy. Like they love to live life through their senses. They love to experience pleasure. And I'm not talking about bedroom pleasure. I'm talking about like the pleasures of life. But you could experience a lot of bedroom pleasure with them too. I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah. It's like even with their work life, like they could be that type of person where when they're at work, they put their head down and work, but on the weekend, they're here to have fun. So they have like that childlike energy to them that they bring out, their inner child, where they can be fun and carefree, but also not take life too seriously, but also not be too carefree where they're not focusing on their responsibilities. So yeah, for those asking about women, I definitely feel she has a very cute face. And even for those asking about men, like even if he has a very masculine look to him, like, and even if he doesn't, there's something about him where you're gonna find something cute about him. You're gonna bring the cuteness out of him, the softness out of him that not many people see. Okay. We have the 10 of Cups, the Star, the Queen of Cups, the 9 of Wands, the 3 of Swords. Yeah, they've definitely been through heartbreak and challenges within their connections. This person's an angel in human form. They're very, very sweet, a very sensitive person. You wouldn't think that at first. You wouldn't think that at all from the kind of like appearance they have and the kind of like personality. You wouldn't think they're as sensitive as they are. Because they're like the star that shines bright, and people may always assume that they're so confident and that their life is easy and that everything's just happy in their life. But they are somebody really sensitive, and I think they're very careful of who they give their heart to when they meet you because they have such a sensitive side to them that they don't want to just give their heart to anybody. I feel like this is somebody that really stands out with the star, really shines. Like they could even love to wear glitter. So I'm looking at the glitter here, or they could have like that star-like beauty. Could have a glow to their cheeks or to their skin in some way. A very dreamy, angelic appearance in some way. And maybe this is a different energy I'm picking up on. I don't know. I keep looking at these women's eyes and their eyebrows. Something about their eyes are just so cute. And their lips. Even for the men, for those asking about men. There could also be those asking about men where he has like lighter hair or blonde hair. And I'm seeing colored eyes, like blue eyes, green eyes. I'm even seeing women with black hair and dark eyes, but there's something about her that just glows. Where you're just looking at her and you're like, wow. And then I feel like she's gonna want some kind of serious connection, or he's gonna want some kind of serious connection, or they. Take it as it resonates. Then we have the Hanged Man, the 2 of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and Death. So yeah, this person's definitely been through a lot in their life, a lot of pain. And you may not always think that, but they have. They're going to go through a transformation before they meet you. I feel like for those asking about men, you're going to love to touch his face and look into his eyes and kiss him. And for those asking about women, like you're gonna be very comforting to her and sweet to her and soft to her, and you're gonna love to hold her and touch her. I feel something about physical touch because I'm clairvoyantly seeing images of like you touching them and looking into their eyes and like feeling like you're falling in love with them. That's beautiful. So this is what I have for you, Pile 4. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.